Hi there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Prestige Liquids. My name is Andrew, and as always it is fantastic to have you here with me again on another whiskey review video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me along my journey so far. If you're new to the channel, then please make sure you hit the bell notification and the subscription button so that you can stay up to date with all future content. Now in today's video I've got something quite exciting. It's a first for this channel. I have not done one of these. Yeah, I have not done one of these before, so I'm very excited to show this to you right now. So, a bit of a background story. Yesterday was my birthday, so as one of the many fantastic birthday gifts I received, this is one of them, and this is, I guess, one of those things that I'm actually able to use for content creation. So, let me show you this right here. So, well, it's not quite little, but let's say this little beast right here is an Australian whiskey advent calendar. I have not had one of these before, so I'm very excited to crack this open. I have no idea what's in it, so hopefully I haven't reviewed too many of these already. I'm assuming there's probably going to be a couple of Starwoods in there, but hey, you can't go wrong with some Starwood, but I'll review them again regardless. Yeah, so I don't know too much about this. Obviously, with the label, they've actually got printed on the back saying that this is like a celebration of the 123 years of Esher. So obviously you can see you've got like these, like the classic like staircase designed imaging here with koalas drinking alcohol, as they obviously do in Australia. So in this it contains 25 30 ml samples. Apparently there's an average ABV in here of 45%, so I'm not too sure what kind of information is presented on the bottles, but we'll find out. For now I'm going to open up this section here, so I'm guessing there must be some information about this itself. So I'll start with this and let's see what's in there. So okay, so in that is just a card that just says 123 years of Esher whiskey in glass printed cardboard. This is the 4th edition of the White Possum Australian Whiskey Advent Calendar. Instead of nativity scenes, the artists have filled this calendar with premium Australian whiskey. You can scan the QR code to access the accompanying notes for each day of Advent. Alternatively, you can also visit the website. So that's that there. I don't know about you, but I know, say, for many of us Aussies, I get a bit sick of scanning QR codes at the moment. But maybe once I've completed this, I'll check that out and we'll see what other information we can get. So let's start with number 1, which is actually down here, and let's see what we get. Alright, awesome. So this is something different, something that I have not tried before. This is a Muscat Cask that comes from Headlands Distilling. So the awesome thing is, I don't know how well you can see, but there's actually like a map of Australia on there that's separated into like states and territories, and it's obviously showing you like where it's from. So this is a New South Wales distillery. I can't say that I've heard of this one before, but so this is a 46% ABV, comes from Headlands Distilling, and I guess this is either like a Muscat Cask finish or age. I'm not too sure, but I think what I'll do is that as I go through these, I'll also add a little bit of like extra like information about the bottlings in the description box down below. That way we can try and find a bit more information about the age and all that kind of thing. So yeah, let's get this cracked open. I'm very excited to try something different, and let's see what we get. It smells really good. It's always a positive start. That should do for now. And don't want to knock that over. Alright, so beautiful color. Again, at the moment, at the time of doing this, I don't know about natural coloring and all that kind of thing, but as far as I know, most Australian distilleries are mostly natural colored and also like non-chill filtered, but I don't really care about that too much. Most important thing is how this tastes. So let's get on with the review. So on the nose, it's very fruity. So straight away I'm getting your typical orchard fruit, so apples, pears. I'm definitely getting like a Granny Smith apple. It's also a little bit citric. There's a slight lemony note that's coming to it. A bit of pineapple and passion fruit for some tropical note influence, which is a good start. That's something different that I don't normally pick out on a whiskey, so we're starting off well. Now, one thing that's kind of putting me off a little bit about this at the moment is that it's got a similar like varnishy note to what I would get on a Hellier's Road, but let's hope it doesn't go down that road. We'll see. So fingers crossed. It's got a nice cereal malt sweetness to it as well. So imagine things like cornflakes, Wheat Bix for all you Aussies out there. Honey as well. And it's also a little bit nutty as well. I'm not getting too much like wood oak influence. So at the moment, say from typical Muscat cask that I've tried before, I'm not really getting that type of characteristic at the moment, but we'll see how it goes on the palate. So cheers. Excellent mouthfeel. It's nice and syrupy. That ABV is perfect. It has that nice like dancey tingling sensation that you get from those higher ABVs, and I will say straight away off the bat, it has not gone down the road of the Hellier's Road flavor profile, which I'm very thankful for. Moving on to the Muscat, the Muscat influence on this at the moment I don't think is as prominent as other whiskies that I've had before. I think other Muscat cask releases that I've tried, I think have gone through a full Muscat maturation, where this one may have just been finished in a Muscat cask. I'm not really getting much of that typical fortified wine note that I normally get, say, from a full maturation. Again, apples, pears, the citrus lemony notes are still there. So pretty much a lot of the flavor profile that you got from the nose is following through onto the palate as well. I'm definitely starting to get some more dusty and musty notes, so kind of think of like old leather, dusty books, that type of thing. There's a nice honey and vanilla influence that comes through, and I think that's the one thing that I'm enjoying the most about this at the moment. Is that combination of the honey and vanilla. It's not too sweet and it's not too dominating, but yet it kind of just mingles and dances around with the flavor profile of like your apples and pears, like all those orchard fruits. It's just blending them all together nicely and tying it all together. What have we got? Flies. I know there's bees around, so all right. Australia, that will get you in every moment. All right, so what else am I getting? Again, that cereal influence is there. So again, more of those cornflake notes and wheat bix. All right, so there's also a little bit of like hazelnut milk chocolate as well. So imagine if you get like your, I don't know if these are available overseas, but obviously in Australia, a lot of you will be familiar, say, with the Cadbury Dairy Milk hazelnut chocolate. So you've got that nice milk chocolate influence coming through with the touch of that toasted hazelnut, just finishing it all off. On the finish, now this is where I'm starting to get something a little bit more different, and maybe the Muscat cask is starting to show a little bit more. Now I'm starting to get like the taste of like tinned peaches and apricots. It's got a nice syrupy sweetness to it. Again, that vanilla is there, just doing its thing. It's like, hey, I'm vanilla, I'm comfortable, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna go, I'm gonna pair up really well with everything that's here. A little bit of that leathery note, and again that dusty old book kind of flavor coming through as well. Let's say all in all, I'm quite impressed. I'm glad that the first whiskey in this set was something that I haven't tried before. Uh, and it is something that I'll definitely have to look out for in the future. I will be paying a lot more closer attention to Headlands Distilling. So um, great job to the team at Headlands. This is a really brilliant a brilliant release, and like I said, I can't wait to try more from you. So I think I'll wrap it up there. As I mentioned at the start of the video, my name is Andrew. Thank you for joining me. Please make sure you hit that subscription button. You'll be supporting the channel and helping it grow, and just being able just to help spread more awareness about all these 25, what I'm sure are 25 fantastic Australian whiskies. So go ahead, subscribe, and stay up to date with all the content that will be coming to you soon. So I'll see you all again on the next video. Get this.